peeps, we are heading over to my grandpa's to do some build updates. We are leaving again soon from Colorado. I'm gonna fine tune a few things, change a few things, and I'll kind of show you guys how it's done, and maybe you'll see some more behind the scenes since we didn't get to do an actual like film of the built up video kind of thing. We just showed you around. So we're gonna do some tune-ups, make a few changes, and then I gotta do an oil change a little bit later, and we're gonna kind of just get the car ready to go for its next trip. So let's head out. Alrighty guys, so we're here. We're gonna head in, go say good morning, and then of course we're gonna grab our morning coffee. My grandpa need it. And then we're gonna go over the list of stuff we need to do, and I'll walk you guys through that, and then we'll get started. Welcome to the workshop. Here. Alrighty, problem number one I think we're gonna start with is my latch over here in this back guy. He's come loose. Hit by my water jug that we stored there. It's kind of popping out. He's gonna completely fall off if we don't take care of it, so we might just have to move it completely. Okay, so issue is this is a tight space for the drill, but we have a cool little tool that'll reach around in there and put some new drilled holes in. Kind of reach around, as you can see. And hopefully that gives us a little bit better of a hold on our latch here. Okay, so we are running into the same issue as before. Right down here, these screws kind of stick out, and I set my big old 7-gallon water jug here, and when I slide it in, it kind of hits these, and they stick out just enough last time that they would like still get knocked down, boom, 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 and they just came loose. We put some longer ones in, so hopefully that helps a little. But as you can see, they are sticking out a little bit just because of the angle and the tight space here for screwing it in. I'm going to keep trying to tighten those guys down, and hopefully that solves it. Otherwise, we might have to, I don't know, create some sort of shelf or something to keep it. I'm not sure. So hopefully this side is solved, is what we're hoping. We screwed these in as far as we could, and then we actually put a bunch of layers of duct tape here. Kind of janky, I know, but it should help it just slide off.
I can't hear you with that radio
and
right here.
put that water jug back in.
Now what?
Oh, I was just talking to the camera.
Oh!
No, what is he talking about? So that should just slide off of it, or help it just slide back into its space instead of putting full force down on these screws that are just sticking out a little too much. But we'll keep an eye on that as we go. Okay, so next issue we're working on is going to be, I've got, obviously you guys can see, I've got this crack here. I put some stuff on it, but it didn't really hold it. The screw on this side is not holding, obviously, into that finished screw. And this is, if I pull on it, it's starting to crack. So we're going to put a couple of screws, I think, into this side and kind of just hope it holds, and we'll be gentle with it. Maybe some wood glue, I don't know yet. But that's the next problem we're working on. There we go. A little extra layer, let that dry, and now that I'm moving it, it ain't popping near as much as it was. Should hold it. Looks like it's on to the next issue. Coffee break time. The next project we're going to be working on is our drawer here. This is, we took this off because it won't come out otherwise, because it runs into this guy. Also, the lock is hard to get in and out of. So we're just going to take this whole face off. which means unscrewing both of these guys here. We'll pop this face off, and then the plan is to put a latch on the side here so it's easier to get in and out of on this, so this won't be here at all, because we can't even pull it out with this because the whole thing just settled, and now the drawer doesn't come all the way out unless we remove the lining here. So we're working on that next. Make it look pretty. Okay, so as you can see, it's sanded and we can pull it out with that guy there, so that's good to go. We fixed that. We just pre-drilled a hole here, and we're gonna put a couple more down here because this guy right here is cracked, and the crack goes all the way down the side there. So we're gonna put some more finished screws in it, and hope that holds, and then we'll shorten this and put our handle back in and our latch. And squeezed it.
Yeah.
There we go. Pop some of that stuff out. Spread it around again. Nice. We are now taking off the door down here because we never lock it and it gets in the way. But that's a pretty easy fix. Just flops around. Alrighty, so we just finished up the last couple things we were doing. Let me show you guys. Okay, so we put our latch on it. That'll just keep it from shaking around while we drive. We're not too worried about it. We usually left it unlocked anyway. We never leave our car, so I'm not too worried about having it locked like it used to. So I can just unlatch that, and now that pulls all the way out. Got my gear back in there. So we shaved that guy. New screws are in. Fits real nice, and then I can just boop. Then down here, all we had to do was unscrew this guy. That was just left open a lot, and it would bounce around, so we decided just to take it off because it was easier. We didn't lock that either. Also, big thanks to my grandpa over there, helping me out, always being there. Appreciate him a lot. Okay, we are finished up, and I'm gonna head back over to our house, and I'm gonna go get all the stuff I need to change the oil and all that good stuff, and then it will be organization time. So let's head back over there. We're home. I got the car pulled in. Fits perfectly with all my fun stuff on top in this garage right here. So let's get to the oil change. I went out and I got these guys right here. Just high mileage oil. Obviously we have high mileage. My car's at about 243,000 miles right now. Great shape. Take pretty good care of it. I usually take it in for this stuff, but all I needed was the oil change, so I'm just gonna do it myself. Gosh, that's two. Ready to go. The front and need 10. So we finished the oil change. About 40 minutes later, car's out here, obviously. Next little step of the day is gonna be, what do you call it? Like de-rusting or preventing rust, I guess you should say. So the stupidest thing, it's frustrating. Our latches on our tent right here, those didn't come black. You can see it starting to wear off. I've put some rust performer stuff that keeps the rust off on those guys because they were starting to rust from the chemicals on the road. That guy up there is rusting as well, so I have to respray each of those. And then if we come around over here, this guy back here is even rusting. I don't know why they didn't like prevent rusting from those things. They did the rest of the tent, but for some reason they decided that the latches and stuff didn't need to be rust proof or something. I don't know. I tape it up a little bit, and then I'm just using this guy right here. Spray it on, let it dry, all that good stuff. I'll just say this, I don't know if it's Colorado. We put a lot of chemicals on our streets and stuff because we get a lot of snow. They want it to melt fast. There's a lot of chemicals. It rusts the undersides of cars and stuff like that really fast. They're always like, get the bottom of your car clean. And then they spray up into your, yeah, they spray up onto your everything else and it rusts it. So I don't know if that's the reason, because I thought they weren't supposed to rust. That's what I was told. So annoying, but we can fix it. Rusty, zoom in, getting pretty rusty. It's kind of out of nowhere. While those guys are drying and we wait to check on them to see if they need another coat, I wanted to show you guys our new bed. It's folded in half, don't worry, it's a little bigger than this. Where's the buckles? A little bit bigger than this. This special guy right here is a Hest memory foam mattress kind of guy, top or whatever you want to call it. We're just going to use in our mattress. So we had 2 layers of foam. One came with the tent. It wasn't enough. It was a little too hard. We could feel the ground. So we put a memory foam topper, and for a little while it was okay. The problem was when it was humid out, that thing would like absorb the water and be super wet and just kind of, or damp. I should say it was damp. And if it got wet, it would just hold the water, and it was horrible. And then on top of that, once it got cold, it would get hard, and then when we would lay on it overnight, halfway through the night, we'd both wake up and it would just be flat. It'd be this much versus like this much. It would just be flat. It would be rock hard. It would be more uncomfortable than if we were just like laying on the original one piece that we had in there. We did some research and we're like, we can't live like this. This is horrible. We're not sleeping. We heard so many good things about this guy, and it's supposed to be good in the cold. Won't, you know, compress and just get it. So if you've ever been cold camping, you know what I'm talking about. But this guy's supposed to be amazing. I even ran into a guy at the store when we were looking at him, and he was like, it's amazing. I love mine. I've done it in the cold. So highly recommend. We're super excited to try it. Hopefully it solves our problem with both the dampness and then just comfort and everything. So let's go put it in. Okay, it's up there. It fits perfectly. That looks comfortable. This mat is like 4 inches thick, which is about the same of what we used to have in here with 2 pads. The pad that it came with was only like 2 inches thick. So double plus cushy plus made for the outdoors. I think the one that they sent us was pretty good for the outdoors. It was just, there wasn't enough of it for us. So take a peek, guys. It's got a lot of puff to it. It's supposed to be 2 inches short. See how it feels. Woo! Am I in the wrong way? That's pretty comfy. Yep. Oh man, this is great. This is good. This is a good purchase. I hope we should sleep pretty good on this thing. But I have to sit up. Blood's flowing to my head. We're facing the wrong way. We'll close this thing up after Jayla gets to try it up in here. We'll close it up, and then from there I will recheck the paint. If he needs a second coat, we'll give it a second coat. But other than that, I think we're good for today. Jayla, we got her. She's up here testing it out. Are you psyched?
I am. I hope we can sleep better now.
Me too.
This thing is really comfy.
Thank you, Hest. And we haven't even tried it yet, technically. We've just tried it for 5 seconds and we already are very impressed. So we also bought a sheet. I'm not gonna go get it and put it on though, but we bought a sheet for it so we can like wash stuff, because obviously we're dirtbags.
Yeah, we're gonna change the sheets instead of sleeping bags. Their sleeping bags were washable, but we didn't wash them very often, and they just aren't very cozy. Where sheets are gonna be a lot more cozy, and then we're gonna have blankies again. That'll be really nice.
Well, it fits. We love it so far. Let's take it out. Probably leave this guy up to dry. Alrighty, it's all sprayed up and drying. So hopefully that works. It worked before. Obviously, it kind of was peeling, but we also, you know, drove over 20,000 miles and saw super humid places and other stuff. Lots of different weather. So I'm not upset that it lasted that long. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. Hopefully that does a trick. I don't really care that it's sprayed on the black stuff. It just all gets dirty, and probably could use extra protection. I'm not really worried about that. But that stuff's done. We did the drawers today. We did that. We did an oil change. One thing that we have left is to organize and pack, and then we'll be heading off on our next adventure. Heading down, little spoiler, we're heading down southwest. Got some super fun stuff planned, a little bit warmer down that way. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's helped us a ton. We're growing a ton. You guys are absolutely amazing. We're really excited to begin this new one with lots of new, cool, fun adventures. We'll be trying some different filming stuff, and hopefully that'll all be really good and stuff. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget, never stop chasing that epic adventure.
Blazing trails, sleeping on bedroom floors. I patterned your smile, still finding